Well, I ended up at LCU. I came from a small high school, from Lubbock Christian High School, but I came to actually a Master Follies show, and it wasn't it wasn't that I thought I was destined for Master Follies, but I saw just really got to see the community, the close-knit community that LCU is. I was able to go in the CDC and interact with everybody in there and meet people. I thought, I don't think there's anywhere else that I could have such a great community like that I can just really dive into and build these, be a part of and build relationships in. And so it was LCU that I decided to come to, and I haven't regretted it at all. I loved every minute of it.
I think one of my all-time favorite LCU experiences is at the end of freshman orientation every year, there's a glow stick devotional. And the freshmen, they've been through all of these sessions and these games and just 3 or 4 days of they're just exhausted, and they're like, please let school start because I'm so tired of orientation. And the orientation leaders, honestly, at that point are pretty exhausted as well. The freshmen come out of the baker, and I just get goosebumps thinking about it. The sidewalk is lined with current students and former students and staff and faculty, and they all have glow sticks, and they're singing worship songs over these freshmen. And as the freshmen come out of the building, they get handed a glow stick, and the line from the baker goes all the way to the shop, and there's people standing around the shop, and it's nighttime and it's beautiful, and praise is just flowing out to the Lord. And I think that really embodies what LCU is truly about. And the freshmen, they come in, and as the last of the freshmen go out, the people that are in line kind of follow in behind them and close in behind them. And there's a devotional that we have around the shop out in front of the Moody. And to me, that single moment of praising the Lord and being together as a body, to me, that's what LCU is truly about, and that's what LCU represents. And so it's not just a place to get a college degree, it's not just a place to meet your best friends for the rest of the life or your significant other, or it's not just a place to make some memories. It's a place that's going to point you towards the Lord, and that's just one of the best experiences at LCU.
There's a spirit on campus that is moving so beautifully, and yesterday I had the opportunity, I was walking through campus after class, and I saw some people sitting by the fountain, our new fountain that we have out in front of the Moody. I stopped by and I was talking to some people, and it was just one of the most beautiful moments for me. And I was thinking and I was reflecting on it. The moving water that's at the center of our campus, and it's not stagnant. There's no way that it can be, because there's this power pushing it through the fountain. And that's how God moves on our campus. It's so, I can never fully express just how awesome God is and how He's working, and how I've seen evidence of His love every single day that I've been here. There's no way for me to fully describe what it means to me, but God truly uses LCU as a vessel.
The environment on this campus, I don't want to use the word communal because it's so cliche, but it is so communal. That is the best word I can think to describe it. I went to a really small high school where everyone knew everyone, but this place, even though it is small and we all know each other or know of each other, it's different because the relationships are so much deeper. People are willing to walk through things with you. Chapel feels like a huge extended family, and you see people that you haven't seen in, I don't know, like 8 hours because you've slept, and people are like hugging and they're like, how's your day? What's up? And it's just like a really big family. And yeah, I would use like 2 primary images, or just like communal. Sometimes in chapel I'll just get this feeling like this is what church should be. Church isn't always this, but this is what church should be. Just this feeling of we're different, we have our differences, but we're all together and we all love each other. And then the image of family just communicates really well when it comes to the environment of LCU. Yeah.
I was actually talking to my sister who went to a large state university, saying that like I have faculty's phone numbers and they have my phone number, and I see them at church and we're friends outside of class. And she just thought that was the weirdest thing ever, and she would not have wanted to have any kind of interaction with her professors outside of class. It's meant so much to me that so many of the professors put in extra time outside of just their classroom activities to provide extra opportunities for students. You have professors like Stacy Patty that are over the honors program and set up the Washington Center internships that have allowed so many students to get real life experience. And kind of similarly, Dr. Marshall opening up her lab, the BRL, to students to do undergraduate research and to get experience on real equipment and do real science that actually means something. And Dr. Camp to set up these praise choir campaigns outside of the country that we can go and evangelize and do what we love and spread the word.
The professors here, they invest in you. One of my favorite professors here is Miss Alonge, and I only had her my freshman year for 1301 and 1302, and after that I never had a class with her, but she continued to invest in me as a student and as a person, and that's something that not very many people have the quality. They don't have that. And so I still today go to her office and I talk with her. I sit down, and if I'm having trouble with something, I talk to her. If I'm dealing with something, if I'm up, I'm down, I go to her and I talk to her. And she's not even, I haven't had her for class in 3 years, but yet she has maintained an investment in my life, and she's continued to reach out to me and make sure that I'm okay, even though I haven't been one of her students for years. And for me, that is something that LCU professors, that makes them stand out from other professors. They continue to invest in you when you're no longer a student of theirs, or even if you've never been a student of theirs, they continue to invest in you.
The past 3 summers, I've gone to Kenya with Professor Jim Beck and his wife Phyllis Beck, and he's a long-term missionary there. And I've gotten to spend a total of, I believe it's 4 months in Kenya with him. This last trip, I was actually able to lead a clinical lab in a free clinic, and just the sort of experience having a leadership position in the medical field, just helping with the physicians and caring for patients was something that I never imagined, an opportunity I never imagined I would have until I got to medical school. And so just being able to have that, and on top of that, being in a different culture with a completely different worldview, learning how to communicate, cross-culturally to someone, working through language barriers and through a translator, and just learning culture, learning about people. That was incredibly valuable, and will help no matter really where I serve in the future with my vocation. It's been great, and Professor Beck, I mean, he's just he's been a mentor to me, and almost like family, and has certainly just showed me the ropes as far as missions goes, and what it means to participate with God in His mission, and how I can do that without planning churches, but rather caring for the body, as Jesus cared for the body as well. So.
In the essence of a professor at LCU, it is not someone who shares information, but it's someone who shares their life. It's someone who really opens themselves up to be a light, allows God to use them as that vessel, as that person who just truly loves and truly is servant-hearted.
I think my education was probably better here. LCU doesn't have all the cool toys and everything that a larger campus would. So the teachers, the professors pick up the slack, and so I think we do more with less.
It's such a family environment, and it doesn't take long being here before you feel at home.
I think I've said this probably a million times, but I will always remember LCU because of the people. Part of the reason that this institution is so special is because we're different. We're studying different things, but there's this desire to reflect Christ, to somehow live out Christ in these various vocations, and that's why I'll always remember this place.
LCU was a place, an environment that taught me to be confident in myself, to not care what people think about you, and to go out there and to be the person that God has called you to be.
I would love to thank the student body and the faculty for all that they've given me. This has been a special place. It's going to be very hard leaving here after 4 years of being on this campus and just seeing the campus change, you know, and the people come through here that have been so influential and have those relationships that I've built with both professors and students that will continue through the rest of my life. I have an incredible support system because of LCU.